Hello everyone, we're back with Fate Grand Order with the Sin Lost Bout. Last time we arrived here and it's China. And also, hold on. That. Don't ask what it is, I don't. Wait, is it moving? It's moving, hell. How about that? Like, I think it's going slowly up and down, right? Yeah. It's pretty slow, so it's hard to tell, but it's cool. I'm very hungry, but I'm recording one more tonight. That was my stomach, if you just heard it. Very good timing. Okay. So I am... Based off my memory from 2 years ago, I remember fighting the Saber early on. And, what's it, you know, just the way the story went last chapter kind of makes it seem like we're fighting him. But I guess it's not him. It's being glad because question mark usually means single target. Not always, but usually. Let's switch you out for... I got consort you to bond 5, but I figured like we're going for 10. Let's bring her along. Just pretend she doesn't exist. She's definitely not a spoiler for this last bout, okay? Shh, don't tell anyone. Okay, let's just hope this works. Eternal Empire. God, I'm hungry. Okay, screw it. I'm gonna go grab a stack. Hold on. I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. Sorry. Qin Shi Huang, the Emperor of Qin. Hahaha, Qin Shi Huang, do you say? Don't you think that's a little far-fetched? Qin Shi Huang is from the BC era. How could he possibly still be alive in 2020? He went to Hawaii with Mozart and Hitler. Or normally, you'd be right. But are you forgetting the Tsar we just recently fought who had been living for around 500 years? So is it really such a stretch that a Chinese emperor might have managed to survive over 2,000 years? The Qin era empire had a legal system, standard units of measurement, paper money. It was very much ahead of its times in many ways. China would go on to see the rise and fall of many other dynasties. But when it comes to making progress as a civilization, such instability is unhelpful. If Qin had remained as the sole power in China, no doubt it would have reached a point where it would easily swallow up neighboring countries, which could in turn have sped up humanity's overall progress considerably. Yeah, China was like, at least on the same level as Rome, right? If not more. Like, advanced? I'm not familiar with Chinese history, but I know, like, just like, oh, invention? Yeah, the Chinese probably did it first. Yep. And sometimes they did it first, but then we as in, like, Western society, aka, like, Rome or, like, Britain or whatever, did it better. Like, they improved upon it. Like, I know, like, what's it, like, the first, like, printing press was Chinese. They use like wooden blocks with ink on them or something, which obviously is a lot more primitive than, you know, like the Gutenberg press, but it's still, they came up with the idea, we just expanded on it. Well, I don't know if Gutenberg actually knew about that or not, but yeah, anyway, you can easily see that happening if someone like Qin Shi Huang been able to keep on ruling. I'll be able to say his name right without studying it one day. In fact, he actually spent a lot of his later years searching for a way to achieve immortality. Qin collapsed due to his political instability after Qin Shi Huang's death, right? In which case, if Qin Shi Huang somehow succeeded at becoming immortal in this history, much like how Ivan the Terrible did so by becoming a Yaga, it'd theoretically be possible for China to skip all of its years of instability and civil war, go straight to modernization. That could definitely explain how they are able to build something so huge along a satellite orbit path. Heck, I wouldn't be surprised if that was the sort of thing Qin Shi Huang wanted to build all along. One thing we don't know is that this nation has not seen this kind of societal change that typically accompanies scientific progress. One thing we do know, sorry. The advancement of science inevitably makes authoritarian regimes obsolete past a certain point. Just look at that village. Yeah, they might as well be stuck in the BC era. Regardless of this most glorious and majestic heavenly emperor, saying in Shi Huang is. Maybe. It seems clear that he has no intention of sharing the benefits of all this progress with his citizens. I'm having trouble reading today. Huh? Hang on. Some sort of projectile just fired from the capital. It's headed in this direction. In fact, looks like it's gonna land right in this village. Not good. Assuming it's Saber carrying Akuta. You can see it from here. Looks like a rocket? Do they have rockets? Certainly hope it's not some sort of intercontinental ballistic missile. All that? That's a benefaction. Benefaction? Yeah, the most glorious and majestic heavenly emperor uses those grant gifts whenever there's a celebration. We know exactly where it lands, so it's perfectly safe as long as you keep your distance. Why would there be one now, though? Is today some sort of holiday? I don't think so. Then, it's not an attack after all? That's a relief, but it still seems like a rough way to send a package. I'm afraid we're not so lucky. I'm seeing battle signs inside that thing, along with a magical energy signal we're all too familiar with. It's a master and their servant, no mistake. Ah. If they mean to attack us, we will respond with due force. Fo! Oh, come on, you're telling me they're making their way here in that? That does seem like a somewhat less than ideal conveyance. Will no doubt be a rough landing. No problem there. Since it's a master traveling with their servant, the servant can handle the landing. It's like Grin jumping off the building in Unlimited Blade Works. Exactly, Horsey. I didn't even know how to make an effective use of a servant. Here it comes. Everyone, brace for impact! Yo. As we expected. So that is this Lost Boat scripter. Please tell me it's a solo fight with you. That's Akuta Hinako. I see. So China's her territory. Akuta. Huh. Looks like you're taking this seriously, Mashu. I thought I'd find you smirking. I'd never do that. Take no joy whatsoever in fighting you. Then you're even more helpless than I thought. You're no better than animals who lack a concept of shame. I feel no more animosity towards you than I do a cockroach nest before I exterminate it. Even that is more emotion than you deserve. Wow, that's harsh. It's terrible. Yikes! Really, Akuta Hinako? You're nothing like you were back in Chaldea. Da Vinci? So it's true. Really were killed. You might not believe me, but that body of yours is perfect. You've achieved the realm that humans cannot reach with their meager insight. The true new form that the intelligent aim for. I'm surprised you would make something like that, Leonardo. Humans really are just... No. As long as you're part of Chaldea, that makes you my enemy. They'll have no sympathy for me. Saber, eliminate them. Remove these eye swords from my sight. As you wish, master. Here they come, senpai. We're about to face Akuta Hinako and her saber. Yeah, I got that. Commencing battle. Oh, come on. Yeah, I'm happy that they didn't really talk too long before they fought. Akuto was like, okay, yeah, hey, nice to meet you, Yamashu. Die. You know, it could have been anime. Oh, it's you again. But everything about Akuto is perfect. Except for calling us cockroaches, that's a bit much. Still perfect, though. I wonder how this is gonna go. Like, obviously, you know, the battle ends, then what? Is it like, oh no, we lost, even though we won in the gameplay? Or maybe it's a 5-turn battle, but... I think we fight this guy for real. It's been 2 years ago, so my memories are very vague, but... I feel like I died the first time I fought this guy. And are we just gonna one-shot him? He doesn't have anything. You okay, dude? Like, you want me to wait a turn? Give me a chance to attack, show off your animations? Look, I'm sorry, but no, I've got to. Unless he has some, like a secret defense buff. And, wow. He lived. Don't get to see another turn. He won't get to attack, but well, I think he's dead. Sorry, dude. Yikes. Gonna do this. I mean, okay. So the best you got, I mean, figured was tougher than this. There he goes. I am so thankful for Irali. That's not how you say her name. I still don't know how to say her name, but oh, it's a bond. Oh yeah, I gave Waver a chalice. I don't know when they added it to their Rare Prism shop, but they did sometime, so I got it. There we go. Now I see. No wonder Ophelia and Kadak lost. You're obviously used to fighting with servants. That experience has given you quite an edge. Master, it would be foolish to continue this battle any longer. I suggest we make a temporary retreat. Dang, I really underestimated them. Let's go, Saber. Yes, Master. Okay. Bye, Hakuta. The enemy has retreated, Master. The battle is over. Whoa. Surprised they gave up so easily. Then again, Hakuta always was pretty decisive. No, I'm afraid that we neither dealt her a decisive blow, nor were we able to make her show her hand. If anything, now she knows how strong we truly are, but she is a lot stronger than she lets on. Yeah, she's a tough opponent. Looks like she wasn't kidding about exterminating us like cockroaches. She only took the direct approach this time because she thought she could wipe us out. This just wasn't the sort of fight she wanted. She'd rather retreat and figure out a strategy that'll let her win without putting in any real effort. Looks like that profile of her saying she was a neat freak was right on the money. And, no? Okay. So you want to make a great fool of yourself. We'll not laugh at you. Your little show with the Chaldeans was interesting. I like this song. Blame no one but myself for my disgraceful performance. Still, perhaps now you at least understand the threat these invaders pose, Your Imperial Majesty. Threat? Threat, you say? Why should we feel threatened just because you retreated? Well, since your little display amused us, you may continue it. In fact, you may bring 10 of our puppets with you for the second act. With all due respect, Your Imperial Majesty, if you treat this latest disaster as mere entertainment, I might say the same of you, Akuta. Given the reluctance with which you engage in combat, we can only conclude that this is some sort of game to you. If you're going to fight, then fight to win. There's nothing to be gained by running away before you suffer so much as a single loss. Understood, Your Imperial Majesty. I won't fail again. Good. I look forward to a future showing you with a bit more substance to it. Oh, Your Imperial Majesty, you're so mad. This your way of punishing poor little Akuta? Is that how it seemed to you, Komanskaya? Koyanskaya! Is it actually pronounced like that? We saw no sense of punishing her when we do not yet even think of these Chaldeans as our enemy. They may have come here from another world, but that is also true of you and Akuta. Huh? Yes, I suppose that's true. These Chaldeans are here to mount an attack. Would have to suspect you two as their advance guard. Akuta and I came here to pay our respects and offer our services as soon as we arrived, Your Imperial Majesty. But the only thing Chaldea has done ever since they arrived is cause trouble and mayhem in your territory. Don't you think that sets us apart kind of a lot? Indeed, you have a point. But is that not why Akuta went after them? To scold them for their poor manners? Ha ha ha! You outsiders certainly do care a great deal about etiquette. Am I supposed to pronounce Koyanskaya like Koyanskaya? Like, is it actually like that? Who knows? Okay, we summoned the servants. Given I know who they are, well, actually, Maybe one of them's Greyhound, because I thought one of them was a brown servant. I don't know what's going on here, though. Saber and Rider, so is it... Okay, it's probably going to be AoE, but just in case? I bring her? Or... No, hold on. We bring Edmund first, because there might be like a wave of Riders before we fight Saber. I'm a genius. What can I say? Praise me. Like, in that case, we might want to bring... Well, in case it's not the Saber, we bring Edmund, so that he can deal with both the Saber and the Riders. What's Akuta Hinako like? Cute. Well, the last version of me wasn't too involved with Team A, so I can't speak from experience. But her record said she was extremely careful in every aspect of her relationships to others. That reminds me. Kanak used to say she had a personal connection to director Marisberry. Really? That's news to me. Then again, I could see her allowing Kanak to believe that. But why would she do that? Probably to keep the kid at arm's length, I'd guess. I wouldn't be shocked to hear she had similar strategies for everyone. My guess is that she was trying to cultivate a very specific image for herself among Team A. Namely, to leave the faintest impression among them, to seem neither too hostile nor too friendly. In other words, a stalwart misanthrope? Yeah, basically. But you don't have to be quite so blunt about it, Holmes. True, she did like to keep to herself. She did her best to avoid interacting with anyone. The main thing I remember about her is how quiet she was. Never saw her get upset, or even smile. She wasn't curled up in a corner of her room reading. It's because she was getting new books from the library. Always felt bad about interrupting her. Honestly, I'm pretty sure she wasn't cut out for combat at all, no matter how much aptitude she may have had before being a master. Based strictly on her profile, out of all the cryptors, I thought she might be the only one we could maybe resolve things with peacefully. Well, you couldn't have been more wrong. Still getting chills from those icy glares of hers. I've never seen such naked contempt in my life. The only thing that comes close is Koyan's glare whenever I'd make a move on her after having too much to drink. True, the Akuta Hinako we just fought was nothing like the quiet girl her profile described. The sheer hostility was... Well, not hostility. It's more like disgust. Either way, I never expected that from her. There's one thing I can remember that might help explain it. It was back when we were all taking a break in the rec room, sometime after Team A had been formed. Kadak was nursing a drink? While Beryl cheered him on. Kashari and David were arguing about mythology. Peperoncino was teasing Ophelia with some sort of joke. As usual, Akita was off reading by herself, refusing to participate in any of the conversations. I'm certain that whenever I looked directly at her, she'd always had her nose in her book. I'm sure anyone else who had been there would agree with me. But when I happened to catch a glimpse of Akita's reflection in a glass I was polishing, I realized that wasn't the case at all. She was actually just hiding her face behind the book, was in fact keeping a close watch on each of us. She was so guarded, almost as though she was terrified of something. But by the time I turned around to look at her, she had her nose back in her book. She went right back to pretending to read the second she sensed my eyes on her. Huh. Well, it's kind of unnerving. Akita wasn't disinterested in her teammates at all. If anything, I think she was so suspicious about something that she never let her guard down. Unfortunately, I was never able to ask her why she was so afraid of her team. It seemed like a subject I should avoid at all costs. It sounds to me like she was more guarded about people in general than her teammates specifically. Maybe there's something she was trying to keep secret. Huh. We still have her background profile, along with the results from her selection exam. Maybe we should take another look at it. Want to handle that, Holmes? This sort of thing is what you detective types are all about, right? Then investigating cheating spouses, of course. Unfaithful spouses aside, this sort of thing is indeed where a true detective shines. By all means, send the data to my workshop. Wheel. Huh? Your attention? Please, I have a Da Vinci warning to make. Shanyang just fired another projectile. Doesn't look like this one's aimed at the village. But after calculating its landing point, I found it's coming from the same direction in which Akita Hinako retreated. And I'm pretty sure that means reinforcements, right? I think so too. Of course, it'd be suicide to send normal soldiers via rocket, so it's probably carrying weaponry. Akuta's is almost certainly going to try and attack us again, so we need to be ready to fight back. Da Vinci, what about summoning more servants? I believe enough time has passed that it should be more than possible to do so. Yep, we're already there. We're all set there. In fact, I just finished the summoning right now. Since we're going up against an empire that has stood for thousands of years and its emperor... Heck yeah! The squad's here! Decide to bring along 3 Musketeer rebels. Musketeer rebels? Mordred, the rebel of the round table. What's up, guys? This is our 3rd main story she's been in. Spartacus, the liberator of the slave gladiators. Death to all oppressors! And Jin Kei, the world's foremost expert in assassinating Qin Shi Huang. Well, she kinda failed at it. Wait, what? That's why you brought me here? Yeah, that makes sense. You're trying to take down the Qin Empire, right? And Qin Shi Huang with it, right? Give me another chance to kill him, right? Oh, that is great, really. Definitely couldn't have picked anyone better for the job. What's with the 3 Musketeers thing? You know my spirit origin. Heck, even my noble phantasm's gotta be stronger than everything thanks to the fame and tradition boost. So how come I'm getting treated like I'm a 2nd string? I mean, I don't have any objection to you choosing to summon me, of course. It's just... pitiful. Now, we all hate oppressors here. I'd be honored to fight by your side in toppling this one, heroic spirit assassin Jin Kei. Heck yeah! My old man's fought Chaldea a bunch of times too, you know? You said this guy's an emperor? No sweat then. Yeah, 3 times I think? Fuyuki, London, and Camelot. I don't know what backwards Roman province he rules, but I'm sure we'll have plenty of chances to off him. Is he talking about... is she? Well, Mordred. Is it just me, or Spartacus' inability to make sense rubbing off on Mordred? I don't think so. I mean, sure, she didn't always make the most sense in Camelot, which is a huge help to us in London. Oh, whatever. Just glad I'll have allies I can count on to help me out this time. Since I finally have another chance to end Qin Shi Huang's life with my own hands, nothing else matters. Exactly. Let us bring this oppressor to justice together. Nobody plays king around me and lives to do it again. At least they should still be more help than Qin Wu Yang was. Don't know who that is. So I hate to impose on you guys so soon, but the enemy's wasting no time coming after us. There's a servant heading our way at high speed along with... Huh? And there's more to them now. This is weird. Sensing magical energy signals, but no vital signs. Robots! Oh, actually. Oh. Foot soldiers? Now I can see they aren't human. Those puppets? Perhaps some sort of automata? They look creepy. Correct. They may be silent, but they are soldiers nonetheless. Thanks to them, I'm finally able to make use of my true skills as a general. Those movements. I did not want to believe it was. Be careful, Saber. Seems they've added to their ranks as well. Heck yeah, they have. Don't know what this lost boat stuff's about. This is my battlefield now, pardon my French. Whatever you're trying to pull, better believe I'm gonna smash it. Well said. From now on, you'll need to contend with we 3 Musketeer. No, none of that. Shame on you. Don't oppress Spartacus. Guess Sparta really like that name. Your own spirits are delight in battle and bloodshed, huh? You make me sick. Make sure to finish them this time, Saber. Don't hold anything back. Very well, Master. And I shall end this with my secret attack. That is Noble Phantasm, a secret attack. One that even a monkey could use. It's a Stay Night reference. I think it is, at least. In the Fate route, there's like a recurring choice where you ask Saber to teach you a secret technique, or something like that. One of them was like that even like a monkey or something could use. Maybe it was idiot or something. I remember it as monkey. I'm a genius! Oh my god. Everyone, I'm kind of a big deal. Remember by frontlining Edmond Dantes? So we kill these 3 and then he's either going to be alone or with like 2 more, or like 100 more, and then you just have to kill him. We'll see. I probably shouldn't have used those attack buffs here, but it is what it is. Okay, and show him what you're worth. Yeah, but I like that we actually canonically summon servants here. That's something that I was missing from Lost Boat 2. Well, from Lost Boat 1 that wasn't in Lost Boat 2. It's just cool. I also like that about the Epic of Remnants. Like, well, it's not Agartha had it, and I get. Well, no, she must have didn't. Agartha had, and maybe Salem. Yeah, no, Salem definitely has it. And then I think of it, he's lost HP, which is perfect since I lost attack. Okay, Uriel, he thinks he can stand up to us. Oh. Show him what you got. But she doesn't have the attack ups this time. But given she did 250k with them, with these 2 critical attacks, she should definitely kill him. Or at least the first health bar. Maybe we have to get both. We'll see. Is it robotic for you guys? Or is that just me? That's weird. Is it supposed to be like that? Robot Uriel? She got infected by the robots. Right, I didn't look at their name. I think I saw Puppet. Oh. Uh-oh. Horse! It's a horsey! I don't actually know what this does. Is it AoE? Please don't be AoE. Well, it probably won't kill it, but... do I need to restart my definitely my phone? Oh no, it's hot! Oh. It doesn't hurt. Cute. I was referring to your normal phantasm, not you. I mean, you're cute too, I guess, but... yeah, I'm gonna restart my, definitely my phone is what I'm restarting. Okay, I'm back. I don't know if you could hear that at all. Yeah, okay, it's fixed. Maybe you could? But, like, everything was staticky, basically. Let's get her normal phantasm charge. That should hopefully... It should be enough to get 2%. Right? Oh, dang it. I guess this is just one-handed. It's not enough. Charm him. Sorry, dude. You're not allowed to do anything. She won't have her arts buff, but... oh, maybe waivers will have their attack buffs up. No, they won't. Do we just save it then? Save it 2 turns? It won't kill him, so... it'll charm him, though. I think that's worth it. Okay. Yeah, this Lost Boat's starting off, like, it's getting right to it. Like, Lost Boat 2, you know, kind of spent a lot of time. I guess expositioning? Although, like, I don't really think it was that necessary. That sort of did. But this one's like, oh yeah. Akuda's here. Prepare to die. I don't know if we're gonna get like a Potsy / Gerda equivalent in this Lost Boat. Because I've seen the designs for 3 of them. Potsy, Gerda, and a girl I presume is from the Indian Lost Boat. So I don't know if this one or the Greek ones have like a human equivalent. Human, I say in quotation marks because Potsy, but... dude, he just got killed by Junkei. Curses. I cannot believe that even my leadership is not enough to defeat them. Wearing a mask to boost his leadership capabilities, level of influence over his forces that borders on a curse. Ed Saber's true name is the Prince of Lanling, also known as Gao Shangang of the Northern Qi. Okay, so that's the guy we saw the flashback of who drank the poison. Saber's staying down, we're going to regroup, but we cannot win this battle after your noble phantasm failed. We need a wholly new strategy. As you wish, Master. The enemy servant and master have retreated. Looks like we managed to survive again. Next chapter. It's Akutan's her saver. Oh, we're gonna get you this time! Oh. Are you alright, Horsey? Must be difficult for you to be in combat given your condition. It's just a little fever. That's our master for you. I applaud your mental mettle and not succumbing to this disease. Disease is oppression. Those soldier robot things turn out to be pretty freaking pathetic, huh? You can't believe this king uses them to fight his wars. I've seen scarier dolls. Oh, they're supposed to be weapons. Well, they were weapons. Yeah, I figured they'd never send reinforcements by rocket like that. Obviously, I was young. No normal flesh and blood soldiers could have survived the impact. It's no issue for these things. Would it be possible to collect their remains? I'd like to study them further. At a glance, they look a lot like the same kinds of automata we fought dozens of times before. I'm interested in their energy source. The game may shed some light on this world's inner workings. What is it, Najah? Something on your mind? Yes, possibly. I would like to take a look at their remains as well. Oh, because puppet doll. We saw your battle from here as well. You need not bother with a third attempt. Your servant alone is clearly no match for them. I'm afraid not, Your Imperial Majesty. Then we shall provide you with further assistance, although these servants are indeed formidable foes. Another 100 or 200 foot soldiers are unlikely to make much difference. Oh, what of your HorseyEatYou? Lord HorseyEatYou? But he's... Indeed, even now he remains one of your most helpful retainers. But it is when facing an unknown enemy that he shines brightest. It would be a waste to keep him confined to Shangyang under these circumstances, so we shall lend him to you. Make good use of him. I will, Your Imperial Majesty. Such unexpected delight. You're far too kind. Still, sending HorseyEatYou out to the front line will require some time to prepare. In the meantime, keep a close eye on Chaldea. Continue to ensure they do not attempt to take any action against our empire. Yes, Your Imperial Majesty. Well. Never seen Akuta get flustered before. Who knew she had a girlish side to her? That said, I'm surprised you're bringing out HorseyEatYou now, Your Imperial Majesty. Don't you think it's time you stop playing around? What a strange question. Do we appear to be treating this as a game to you, Konanskaya? It's Koyanskaya. You truly see Chaldea as a threat now? The sensible thing to do would be to wipe them out in a single, overwhelming strike. And in your case, Your Imperial Majesty, you would accomplish that merely by lifting your little finger. Yes, we could if we so desired. And yet, you still sent Akuta Hinako out instead. This latest decision may have seemed like you taking things a bit more seriously, but you actually have no reason to believe it will be a decisive blow. Be honest, Your Imperial Majesty. You aren't testing Chaldea. You're testing Akuta Hinako, aren't you? Indeed. We can see quite clearly that the threat the Chaldeans poses stems from being backed into a corner, so to speak. What we have yet to see is how Akuta will behave when she believes she has found a means to defeat them. Still doesn't trust Akuta or me one bit, huh? Well, I guess the king of this last belt wouldn't be a fool, but I can't tell how seriously this whole thing is being taken. It's so much harder to read someone when we can't see their face. Oh, she can't see his face? Well, I guess we can't see his face either, huh? That aside, we underestimated these servants. Thought they'd be little more than ghosts. It seems they're quite skilled. Yes, they are. The magecraft they use is very different from the sage arts your empire has cultivated. So there's more to using these servants than summoning the souls of decorated heroes and commanding them. The difference between mere necromancy and heroic spirit summoning is that heroic spirits make contracts to serve their masters of their own free will. So these dead souls lend their strength in response to the existential threat faced by their world. Would you say that is correct? Koyan Chihuahua? Yes, exactly, Your Imperial Majesty. Once again, my name is Koyanskaya. What a horrific proposition. Is he doing it on purpose? To think your world is so perilous it could not even let the dead rest in peace. Maybe he just doesn't know how to pronounce it. We would never permit such things to exist in our domain. Those who meet glorious ends would never think to threaten the peace of our world. I'm sure. Doubt something like the counterforce would ever even take root here. We dislike the idea of these guests. That was a weird loop. How do you say that? Trapezing? Something like that. About with their ghosts, doing whatever they please. Fortunately, we have heroes sleeping here who are far more ferocious than these mere ghosts. Is that not correct, Captain of the Guard? Indeed, Your Imperial Majesty. Given this potential threat to our nation, suggest we summon the one sleeping in Mount Lee. Yes, perhaps you are right. Some basic precautionary measures should suffice. We command that the frozen heroes be awakened. Yes, Your Imperial Majesty. Oh, does this mean you're finally taking this seriously? What's in Mount Lee? Trying to think. Okay, so there's that one Lancer, I forget her name. The one that looks like Chun-Li and the red hair. So it could be one of them, or it could just be generic monsters. Hey, give me more of those. I need 5 more now. Aberrant Shadow. Okay, so yeah, I think this is going to be one of those like 10-minute long chapters next time. So it'll be a 2-in-1, most likely. So yeah, I'll see you guys next time with some more Lost Belt 3. I think that's it for me tonight. I want to do a bit more, but I can stop at 2. So yeah, I'll see you guys next time. Some more of Lost Belt 3. Hopefully I get do it sooner rather than later. See you guys then. Bye.